Hey, man, it feels like this is now a crowd that is grateful to have a competitive hockey team. There was the era of, I think, Red Wing fans that would get down to the Joe back in the day and have a entertain me attitude because they were so good. But now we have a team that hasn't been good lately, and I think we're very, very thankful. And the question is, can they get out of a wild card spot? Can they further solidify their playoff spots? Because I don't think we should think of that as a given at this point. But they've really done a nice job the last couple of weeks, coming out of the All-Star break, really, to create what now is a 7-point lead over Washington. Washington has a game in hand. They have an 8-point lead over New Jersey and the Islanders, who are up next, right? After Washington, isn't the Isles?
I believe so, yeah. It's just, look at that record since the new year has begun. 16-1 in games where they score 3 goals or more. 16-1. Last couple of years, they couldn't score 3 goals in a game. And now they're on a tear like that. Love it.
Yep. And it's just fun. It's just fun to see him playing games with premium on him. And Patrick Kane, look, I'm kind of still holding my breath here a little bit, given his age and the injury he's coming off of. But when he's out there on the ice, I don't know that it could be going much reasonably better than that. Remember Kane said before they signed him, I expect to be better than I was the last time I was healthy and played a full season. And it's kind of ironic. In Chicago, he played 54 games in 22 and 23 and scored 16 goals. He's got 27 games in Detroit and has 12 goals. So he's on a much hotter pace than that. Now, then he got traded from Chicago to the Rangers and scored a goal every 4th game there. But he's almost a goal every other game guy here in Detroit. Like, he is better.
He's healthy.
Yeah, he's better than the last time he played. The last full season he had in Chicago, 21-22, he played 78 games, had 26 goals. And he's trending better than that. Everything he said is kind of turned out to be true.
He's a fantastic passer. He's great to have on a power play. Look, he's not this amazing two-way player, right? He's an offensive guy, and you're getting that out of him. Point a game. You need that another player like that in your top 6 forwards, and he's been that. He's been fantastic for this team, and now they're starting to play well with him. Earlier on, when he first got here, they weren't winning with him. He looked great, passes right on tape to tape, but they weren't winning games, and it felt like to a point that the players were kind of standing around in awe and, oh my God, we're playing on the ice with Patrick Kane. He's really great, guys. You got to play though. You can't just watch him. They figured things out, and now they're playing much better hockey since the new year, and he's a big reason why. He's just helped to solidify the offensive side of this team, and the other big part is Alex Lyon, of course, and what he's been able to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lyon's been a real find for them, and you just ride him as long as you can. Ride that Lion as long as you can, and see how far he can take you. It's like each passing game. It's the same thing with Kane. I grow more and more faith that, oh, wow, this is here to stay. And, it comes down to, DeBrincat. Could that have gone much better as far as that signing? Yzerman's made a lot of moves, and they seem to be paying dividends now.